2 goals, 1 assist. Talk to me a little bit about your performance tonight.
Well, I think it was an all-around good game. I mean, it's obviously an exhibition game, so there's a few bumps in the road, but to get 2 goals and have our line buzzing, felt good. The 2 goals were just hard-working plays by my line. I was just fortunate to get on the goal side.
It's quite a way to open up. The Griffs came out 2 goals in the first 40 seconds. What did that do for your team for the motivation in this game?
I think the 2 goals quick's obviously a big boost. It was nice to see some of the students from Canisius there, and they got us pumped up. So obviously, those 2 quick goals were just kept us going for that first period, and then obviously it settled down, and then third period we just kept going and ended up winning the game. So,
first period, third period, you guys are really fired up. What happened to the intensity with the defensive breakdown in the second period?
I just think that it's our first game. It's obviously going to happen. There's adversity in every game, so we'll learn from that. While watching the video and just learn from it. And we have a good week of practice here, so we'll learn from it.
You mentioned adversity. How's that going to help you guys going through this adversity tonight? How's it going to help you guys moving forward and progressing this season?
Yeah, for sure. It's actually really good that we get some adversity in an exhibition game. It's not just a blowout. So that you always learn from that stuff, and keep getting better. And we'll bring that into next weekend against Western Michigan, and hopefully not as bad, but we'll keep her going here.
Coach got the win over Toronto tonight. Tell me a little bit about the intensity you saw in that first period. I mean, 2 goals in the first 40 seconds. It's a great way to open up a hockey game.
Yeah, I thought our guys really showed what you would expect, which is a high energy, high enthusiasm. Take pucks to the net, let's get going, let's get playing. And I think you need a lot of things to go in your favor, but to score on each of the first 2 shifts is a nice way to start the year.
Toronto came back, tied up the game in the second period. Tell me what happened a little bit with that defensive breakdown.
Well, they're a well-coached team, and they're a proud team, and they have talent. So what we expected was some adversity. The adversity comes in the form of a 3-goal lead turned into a tie game. So I expected it from U of T, and they brought it, and we had to respond, and I thought our guys did. We could have, mailed it in and turned against ourselves, and who knows what would have happened in the third period. But, we banded together. We showed that we can respond positively to any adversity so far in an early part of the season, and we were able to get the win.
Talked about the response that you guys gave in the third period for the win. Talk to me a little bit about what the adversity that the boys went through tonight and how that will help them in the season to come.
Yeah, I mean, that adversity, when a team comes back from 3 goals down and all of a sudden going into the third period, it could go any way. And tonight, and you want this all year, but our top line scores a beautiful goal to make it 4-3 and then scores an insurance goal on the power play late to make it 5-3. You look at the box score tonight, and it says 6-3, but that was a good game. That was a close game, and some early season mistakes followed up by some early season great plays. So we want to build on the great. We want to eliminate the mistakes and just keep getting better every day.
Toronto played Western Michigan last night, tied the game 2-2. Given that and the results that you saw tonight for this game, what do you expect playing Western Michigan next weekend?
Well, I think, playing Toronto today, they got off the bus late last night. They, had a game yesterday. We didn't. So there's some factors that play into tonight's game that, it's hard to measure those. We know what Western Michigan is. They've got an NHL experienced head coach. They have a terrific, well-coached team with starting on their goaltender is very good. So right now for us, we're still the most important team. We need to get our game tightened up in a whole bunch of areas and continue with the enthusiasm that we showed tonight.
Last question. You've got a big senior class, 10 seniors on your team. Talk to me a little bit about what leadership they bring to the team.
Well, you saw tonight, I mean, not only a guy like Doug Jesse, but Keegan Asmunson, Logan Rowe, Stephen Farrell, Braden Rigney, those guys all played well. And that's what you need. I mean, the seniors set the tone in the room with the captains, but we're going to need those guys. We won't win without the seniors, and I was very pleased with not only the chemistry and the character that they show in the room to keep the ship in the right way, but how they performed on the ice, which is the most important thing.
Great. Thanks, Coach. Good win.
All right, thanks.